What is happening, people? Tyler Croft with Valhalla Power Systems. Today we're going to be doing something just a little bit different, bit of an eating challenge, really, because today we are going to be seeing what it's truly like to eat like a monster among men. Four-time world's strongest man, Brian Shaw.
To pluck the strings of destiny. Valhalla calling me. Valhalla calling me.
Now, at the peak of his strongman career, Brian's diet truly was legendary. Massive meals, thousands and thousands of calories, and constantly eating just to maintain his large stature. Standing in roughly between 6'7", 6'8", depending on who you ask, and weighing in around 450 to 470 pounds at the peak of his career, Brian truly is a giant amongst men, and the calorie consumption to keep that man a giant rests anywhere between 10 to 12,000 calories per day. To put that into perspective, I am about 5'7", 232 pounds as of this morning, and consume roughly around 28 to 3,000 calories to maintain my size. So what are your predictions for today?
A bellyache and a big nap.
I meant for me.
Where are we headed, honey?
So right now we're gonna go to the park and try and get a run in because we all know Brian Shaw is a famous runner.
World class.
World class. But we're gonna go there, get a workout in, and try and help me build up a little bit of an appetite, because I really think that the key for today is just moving. It's gonna be fun. All right, so we got 1 mile done at the park today, and I know you guys are probably thinking, why are you running? You're supposed to be doing strongman if you're going to be eating like a strongman. Well, it's 2 reasons. 1, I did my strongman work yesterday. 2, relationships are about compromise. Now it's officially time for meal number 1 after that workout. Now, Brian Shaw would start out his days on the Strongest Man on Earth prep with a massive portion of 6 whole eggs, 5 pancakes, and 8 ounces of ground bison. Now, I do not make Brian Shaw money, nor do I have the sponsors that Shaw has, so I'm going to be making some substitutions where I can. I'm going to be swapping out the bison for some ground beef, and for breakfast I'm going to be swapping out the pancakes for waffles, because I truly believe that they are the superior option. A little bit of a miscalculation. Turns out we didn't actually have enough flour to make that amount of waffles. However, we will be making up some calories a little bit later during dinner. Okay, so first meal in front of us, we have 6 eggs, 8 ounces of ground beef, and 2 chocolate chip waffles, and a tall glass of OJ. So trying to make up some calories from the missing waffles.
Look out, tapeworm, here it comes. Get ready, Tapey.
Meal 1 complete.
Meal 1 done. I don't feel too bad. The waffles were starting to get to me a little bit because I'm not big on like the
4
sweets.
more of them. That would have been rough.
That would have been really bad. Butter came through, the orange juice came through, and
The cheese.
the cheese helped.
No.
Whatever we're at right now, we're going to keep a running total, probably down here at the lower right hand corner of the screen, just to make sure that we are really hitting the numbers that we're supposed to be hitting. Okay, so for Brian's second meal of the day, really his snack, we've got 3 scoops of Away protein isolate, a banana, a couple of oatmeal muffin bites, and a serving of peanut butter. Normally he would blend a few of these things together, but I've got a couple. Okay, so that was meal number 2, really his snack. I'm going to put the total calories and macros right here. I'm still feeling pretty good, but I can definitely see how a little bit later is going to be a challenge. So we are going to go ahead and get started on getting meal number 3 ready. Now, I am not anywhere remotely close to hungry. However, with the coming meals, if I don't stay on top of the food, it is going to get away from me very quickly and it's going to turn into a very, very long night. For meal number 3, we have 3 servings of pasta measured out going into the boiling water. And then I'm going to go ahead and get out a pound of beef and mix with some tomato sauce, and that is going to be our 3rd meal for the day. So for our 3rd meal of the day, we have a pound of ground beef, 3 servings of spaghetti topped with some pasta sauce, and 2 regular Cokes, which in our household would be considered a major sin. However, we have them left over from a party, so get the calories in where you can. I'm learning one thing from this experience, and that is that I am perfectly content with being a lightweight strongman. Okay, back to the trenches. I definitely had to take a break like halfway through with the pasta because it was becoming very, very difficult. So I still have about a quarter of the pasta meal left, and the next meal, which is a couple of raviolis, and the rest of the Coca Cola. So we're just going to get into it and hope I don't vomit everywhere. So this whole day has been nothing but a challenge and a culmination of a very, very stupid idea. Okay, so we are officially at the last meal of the day, and I'm so hungry. Happy that the pizza is done, but I'm slightly concerned that it took me less than 5 minutes to eat it. That is unfortunately the video, guys. Unfortunately, I did not make it to the 10,000 calorie mark. I think I finished up around 6,500 to maybe 7,000, somewhere around there. It's really, really hard to get that many calories in when you're eating mostly clean foods. Yes, I threw a pizza in at the end, but that only came out to an extra 1,000 calories when the bulk of the meals were made up of pretty lean meats, high carbohydrates. I think my fat intake was off the charts that day. But it was an interesting experience. You know, I have a tendency to put on weight fairly easily. So it was interesting to see kind of the other side of like people who have to force feed in order to actually gain weight. So it gave me a little bit of knowledge into that realm. If you guys have any questions or you have any ideas of videos or content that you'd like to see, please message me on Instagram or TikTok, Valhalla Power Systems. You can always get in touch with me through email, valhallapowersystems@gmail.com. I do also one-on-one personal training out of Tampa, as well as online coaching. So you can always hit me up with requests for that. Also, going to be broadening my horizons. We're actually going to be doing our first 5K this Sunday. So that'll be really interesting. I've never done a 5K or any kind of running before. So definitely a year of trying new things. We're going to be prepping for a powerlifting meet in July, so that's going to be fun as well. Till then, be sure to follow along with the journey and train like a warrior to Valhalla!